This week is Shark Week, and we have had already some great guests on. And our next guest probably has one of the coolest jobs ever. I'd like to welcome to the show Liz Parkinson. She is a stunt woman and a shark conservationist. Liz, welcome to River City Live. And let's just start out a little bit with Shark Week and how you got involved. You've been on a lot of episodes with Shark Week, and some of them had some really high viewerships, almost the most popular ones ever.
Yeah, hey Mark, it's so nice for you guys to invite me. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Shark Week's a great one. I mean, it's the biggest watched television channel work show in the calendar year, which is pretty epic. All about sharks. I mean, what can be better? Yeah, so my basic build up to Shark Week, I lived in the Bahamas for a long time, and the dive company that I work for at Stewart Cove Dive Bahamas was super fundamental in the basis of providing the location for a lot of shark action. The Bahamas is by not the best place to dive with sharks. The ocean's amazing, it's warm, it's clear, there's a huge amount of species, from the big tiger sharks down to nurse sharks and lemon sharks, reef sharks, they've got it all. And so we were used a lot for a location, and we just had a really good infrastructure to support Discovery Channel and a lot of other networks surrounding sharks.
And then how did you find your way into the whole world of movies and stunts? How did that happen?
Hey, everyone always has a different answer for this. It's never like a really straightforward network plan. It's kind of a crazy mush of different being in the right place at the right time, the combination of knowing people. But I was working in the Bahamas and got involved with doing a lot of support stuff from a safety perspective, as well as from a stunt perspective with sharks. I have ability to hold my breath. I could swim in the ocean. I wasn't afraid to sort of push my boundaries a little bit. And one thing just led to another. I guess, being in the Bahamas and the location of what it is, supplied the backdrop for not only Shark Week and Discovery, but lots of other networks and lots of different movies.
And can you name drop just a couple of the movies you were on? They're pretty
big.
So
for in the diving world, for all the divers that are watching, we did La Odyssey, which was a French production of the 60th anniversary of Jacques Cousteau, his film Silent World. And I played a French male diver, which was bizarre, but very cool because I got to adorn all the old equipment swimming around the ocean, which was really rad. I just got off the next production of the Avatar sequels that are coming up, James Cameron's Avatar. The release date has been pushed just because of COVID. And so the release date will be December of 2022. I did Fast 9, which was pretty cool. I think that's just been released. If not last week, it will be shortly. And a couple other productions that are still in the works. But yeah, so.
And when I started the interview, I really mean it. It's like you have one of the coolest titles you could possibly have. And just talking to you right now, you've been all over the world, just doing amazing things. Bringing it back to sharks, you mentioned this, Shark Week is pretty important because it does raise awareness. Why is it important to you? And then why have you teamed up with things like, for example, Shark Angels?
Yeah, that's a great question, Mark. Well, having grown up in the ocean and living and swimming and doing all that kind of stuff, the water world really resonates with me. Conservation is such a huge topic right now, from global warming and climate change. They're just so vast. The ocean is such a huge and important part of our ecosystem and of our planet's health. And I think a lot of people don't realize the fundamental effect that that chain reaction happens from the top, from the apex predators that are right up there all the way down to the little guys that feed our big ones. And a lot of people ask me this, like, how can I help? How can I get involved? And it's not only just because of, overfishing and bycatch and all that kind of stuff. People can pick up plastics, they can pick up garbage, they can educate kids. Shark Angels, Shark Allies, a lot of NGOs out there whom I work very closely with, educate kids on how to get involved with ocean conservation. They're our next generation, they're the future of what's going to happen. So working closely with Shark Angels specifically, we go out and we do just what we're doing right now. We do Skype chats with kids from all over the world. We've talked to kids in Africa, through South America, and teaching kids about why the ocean is important, what they can do from a local standpoint, even just saving electricity and not littering, all the way down to knowing what it's like to be out in the ocean. A lot of these kids, especially in the Bahamas, a lot of them didn't know how to swim. I mean, basic things like that. And so a lot of these NGOs really focus on awareness in kids, educating the the public, people out there. And it's a real honor to work with some of the people that I work with. There's an amazing group of people with an extreme amount of talents. It's not just people that swim with sharks and do stunt work with sharks. It's people who are artists and writers that, everything works together. There's no wrong way to help. It all sort of builds up and works together. Like I said, the NGOs are huge capacities with which that can help. Sharkangels.org is their website. You can go on and read the different policies that are being passed through government and how you can write to your senator and to your Secretary of Commerce to try and promote the need for sharks to be protected throughout the United States. Let's make the no finning policy in the United States a full thing. How we're helping through CITES to protect mako sharks and why that's important in our ecosystem, especially in the United States, the overfishing that's happening there. So there's a lot of different avenues, and a lot of these places have portholes in which you can do that. It's just a case of going online, Googling how do I help sharks, and getting involved, especially in your local communities.
Thanks again. We appreciate it.